there everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Moyu Aolong version 2. This is my final thoughts. If you haven't already checked out my unboxing where I go into just a quick look at the pieces and a comparison to the version 1, then do check that one out, and there'll be a link to that in the description. I think it was my most recent video before this one. But I've done maybe 800 solves over the course of a month. I've had this cube and I really like it. Basically it feels like a Moyu Aolong version 1, but slightly stiffer, more compact, more together, whereas the other one always felt very loose to me. This one doesn't feel quite so loose. At first it was a little bit sluggish. In the unboxing you'll have heard me say that that it was slower than my version 1 a little bit, which it was. But so what you need to do is break it in for quite a long, I don't even think this is fully broken and this has had about 800 solves. I would say break it in, probably tighten it so that it breaks in quicker, do 300 plus solves on it, take it apart, wash the pieces, this is what I did, make sure it's completely dry, reassemble. I lubed the core with Traxxas 30k weight, and I lubed the pieces with a little bit of Traxxas 30k weight, a little bit of shock oil and a tiny bit of Maru lube, and that has sped it up and it's actually really nice now. It's very responsive to the lube that you put in it, so if you put in Maru lube it will get very quick. If you put in a heavyweight lube like Lubix or one of the higher weight cubicle lubes, then it will slow down and be very controllable and smooth. It's still a little bit scratchy, that's basically wearing out with the breaking in process. It's probably halved, it could probably go further because it's not yet as smooth as the V1. It's a little bit scratchy, but it's okay. Corner cutting on this thing is 45, like really easily. As a comparison, that's 45 and that's about the same amount of force as if I was cutting probably there on a Diane Zanchi, which is what, line to line. It's probably the same amount of force at 45. So really it's not just that it can cut to a large degree, but it's the ease of the corner cutting. And even here, which is nearly a full piece, it'll still cut, reverse cut, which is insane. And again, reverse cutting is pretty easy. Some people get put off by there is a snap when it corner cuts, which you don't get with some cubes, you do get with others. Depends on your own personal preference. I really like this cube. This is probably my main speed cube now. So I would recommend this to everyone because I think it probably is the best cube on the market. I haven't had a single pop. I've had 2 corner twists in 800 solves. Since then I've tightened it slightly, so I mean it's still fairly loose, I would say. Depends what you know, different people have different opinions on that. I'd say this is fairly loose and two corner twists, so it's pretty good. If you give it to someone who doesn't cube very much or is a real novice, they'll get a lot of corner twists because they turn in accurately. They try to go quicker than they can. But for any seasoned speed cuber, this will be fine. I'd use this in a competition tomorrow if I was in one, and I would recommend it. So without further ado, I will get on to a quick average of 5, and the times will be in the description, so you can follow along as well with the scrambles and the times. They'll all be down below. $17.72. $22.20. 24.48. 25.16. 24.58. That last one was a 20.98. So if you found this video helpful at all or informative, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye.